Hey, so this is my first video post. It's kind of sporadic, unexpected, but I know I really like filming video content and I wanted to get into it, and I'm going to start providing you with daily horoscopes through video. I know personally I enjoy watching videos more than like reading long articles, because I can kind of like put them on my screen and listen to them while I do other stuff. I'm a really big fan of multitasking, and I'm hoping that you all like this format as well. So this is going to be a little horoscope for us for the next few days. Some of you may have felt it starting maybe yesterday or the day before, depending on where the planets are falling in your natal chart. I do midpoints for my horoscopes, and generally they have a pretty small orb, but even that lasts a couple days since I'm doing it to the moon and sun. So moving forward to the horoscope, there's a theme of sudden conversations being had within relationships or even about relationships. This will be a weekend where there's likely a key focus on relations, values within them, and how boundaries are overstepped or enforced. We may find ourselves having sudden serious conversations about relationships that seemingly pop up out of nowhere, either from our own mouths or partners. And when I reference partners within my horoscopes, this can be anyone you're within a partnership with. This could be close friends, your romantic partner. If you're close with family, it could involve them as well. So it's really based on our own personal relationships and who those people are. So over the weekend, you can expect these sudden conversations to come up, and they'll feel very kind of out of the blue. And that's to be expected though. You've got this. And even though these conversations appear almost impulsively, it may be hard to navigate emotionally at this time for us, it seems that they will carry us to more fortunate outcomes in the long run. And in the long run, for some of us, these emotional conversations may create some strife within relationships at the moment and make us dig deep and think about these relationships in a new light. And that's something we work from to build off of, to really project ourselves into future relationships, or trying to collaborate with our partners to mold our relationships into something that works for us. And there's going to be a dynamic emotional shift for us over the weekend, and it's likely some of us have felt this become initiated by events over the past couple of days already. So it's possible you have felt a shift in your emotions, either good or bad, but this is just kind of like the moon doing its thing right now. And the moon is currently in Virgo for sidereal zodiac. And within all of these conversations, it will take us a long time to really process them if it's something hard. And it will take some time to implement changes in relationships, but we know where we're going after these conversations happen. So within the themes of these sudden discussions, there is an erratic and impulsive energy around communication in general. We may have weird interactions with people in our communities or friend groups, but they won't be negative per se, and generally just throw us off a bit. A lot of people will be pretty wired and impulsive over this time, so just be prepared for weird situations that we might get to laugh about later. Yeah, these sudden discussions, do you ever have like a moment where something just comes out of your mouth that you weren't planning on? That's kind of the idea here for this prediction. There will become a moment where you just have to say something, or there will be a moment where someone else just has to say something. You feel compelled to say something, and this can be within communities, friend groups, relationships, familial relationships, pretty much any form of communication you have with people right now. There's going to be some compulsiveness to it and wanting to say what you need to say. There's a sudden interest in something new, or something we love progressing in a new way we didn't expect. There may be sudden inspiration and motivation to focus on this topic, and it won't be something we can pursue without expecting some pitfalls along the way. Be prepared to make mistakes or run into walls that set us back, but also know that we can keep moving forward past these. For example, maybe you want to get back into reading, but the first couple books don't really catch your interest. Or possibly it's a day you want to get back into writing, but don't know what to write about. Possibly you can't remember that one word for something in your piece of work and it takes a while to find it. I don't know about you, but that happens to me a lot. I forget a lot of words. I'm a very conversational writer, and sometimes I want to find this word that I know would fit perfectly, but it's not a part of my everyday vocabulary, you know? And I just blank. It is really frustrating, but eventually it comes to us. And the perseverance you have to get to the point where it finally comes to you and you get to use that word is rewarding, you know, just knowing that eventually it will come to you and you've got this. So these are only a couple of examples, but overall, there's something that will light our passion and make us excited and curious again. For example, I just randomly started this video. So moving on. I'm hoping this is a light, amusing, and fun weekend for us all. Don't be afraid to take breaks from hard conversations if they come up for you. And take care of yourself with a little downtime to enjoy your personal little joys in life. The little joys will feel more impactful during this time, like the cup of coffee I'm drinking right now. I'm not drinking coffee, but I was drinking it while I was writing this. And I think it was really cute, so I want to include it during this video because my boyfriend bought some heavy whipping cream and I'm obsessed with whipped cream in my coffee, but I generally go for half and half because I want to be healthier, you know? But he just kind of impulsively bought me some heavy cream last night as a surprise. So I'm going to get to drink coffee with whipped cream all weekend, and I'm really excited about that because it's just one of those little tiny comforts in my life that just makes my heart happy when I'm just doing normal things, you know. So that was the bulk of my post. I delineate my horoscope predictions in this post in particular based on the midpoints of the sun and the moon and rooting it back to the Aries ingress chart. And yeah, I hope that you have a good weekend. I hope that you find the little joys in your weekend. And definitely I stress that if there's a lot of stressful conversations happening, try to find some time to really take care of yourself and make sure that you are in the right place to have conversations that are needed to happen.